Welcome back from that station ID. We are awaiting the judges. Now, just give you an idea as to what's going on. First of all of the corps come back on the field. Now, they are spread out in formation in front of us. Then the drum majors come forward to receive the scoring. Is that right?
Yep. The annual competition to see who can come out the slowest. Who's the last drum major to get out there?
Yes.
Looks like Atlanta again.
Joe Bruno, I'm told, has as the field announcer, and I believe has the scores.
First,
we will go
let
to him.
us recognize our Class A all-girl champion from Salem, Massachusetts, Arbella. In 12th place, presenting Arbella their championship trophy, Mr. Robert Brisky, DCI Contest Director. He's been waiting 20 years for that. And now the scores. In 12th place, score 71.80, the Sky Ryders. In 11th place, no penalty, score 73.80, the Troopers. In 10th place, score 77.50, the Spirit of Atlanta. In 9th place, score 78.20, the Crossmen. In 8th place, in penalty 0.3, score 78.35, the Cavaliers. In 7th place, score 80.15, the Bridgemen. In 6th place, score 80.65, the Garfield Cadets. In 5th place, score 83.20, the 27th Lancers. In 4th place, score 84.35, the Phantom Regiment. In 3rd place, score 85.40, the Santa Clara. In 2nd place, in penalties 0.5, score 85.75, the Blue. The 1981 DCI Midwest champions. In penalty, 0.1, score 86.90, the Madison Scouts. Drum majors, you may return to your units. Drum majors, please stand by for a special presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, being presented now to the champion Madison Scouts, a special birthday cake which will feed 150 in celebration for the 10th anniversary of DCI. We ask you all to sing Happy Birthday. Happy birthday to you. Hey, DCI. Happy birthday to you. Madison desserts on us. Drum majors, now you may return to your units. The Blue Devils will play all units off in grand finale.
Well, interesting scoring, Mr. Rondinero. We had the first three, but we sure didn't have them in order, did we?
Boy, we sure didn't. None of us.
I, however, had the correct second and third place.
Well, let me put it this way.
Yeah?
Reliable Rondo is now erratic Rondo. How's that?
That was very exciting.
There's only one person I've ever read about that's perfect. So.
That's true, and thank you.
And that's Howard Cosell.
From Warhawk Stadium. Now, the Scouts, the hometown favorites, took it home with a final score of
86.9. Got some interesting statistics. We have the recap here on our fingers, and Madison took high execution, marching, and maneuvering, and they took it by 3/10 at 21.9. That includes visual analysis. In percussion, it was Bayonne again, the Bridgemen taking execution drumming, as they've done all year, and they had a pretty healthy spread by almost 0.8 of a point over the second closest corps, which was Phantom. 17.5 was Bayonne's field drumming score. In brass, that's where Madison did all right for themselves. They were high in field brass at 20.6. Very, very respectable score. General effect, Madison came in at a 28.2. That was third overall. The Blue Devils were in at 28.5. And Santa Clara had second high G at 28.3. So Madison had the balance in all the right spots, and that brought them in there at an 86.9. And they opened up a big spread. You got to remember, let's see, back in prelims, Madison was 0.7 of a point off the pace, and they came back to open up a spread of better than a point here in the finals. So
which is a great deal in this competition.
That shows you how fast things can turn around from daytime to nighttime. Let's look at the Cavalier thing here. We thought they had a timing penalty, and indeed I see on the recap that they did have 0.3 in penalties, so it doesn't specifically say what it was, but I imagine it was for the timing, and they were just a few seconds over.
Now, if you were to add that to that score, I'm just kind of curious. You want to do some quick math?
78.65, so that would have
made a difference?
Wouldn't have made a difference. No, it wouldn't have. No, it wouldn't.
They would have stayed where they were.
And Garfield was the surprise of the night. I thought perhaps they had peaked in the finals. They had blown me away in the prelims, and they came on even stronger, and they jumped a spot over the Bayonne Bridgemen. And for Garfield being that close, your old neighborhood there, that's a big feather in their cap. So a real pleasant surprise for Garfield there tonight. The rest of the numbers bear watching the rest of the season, and this certainly.
Let's talk for a bit about the rest of the season. How much time is there left? It seems to me we're just a short time from the national finals or international finals up in Montreal.
Another 2 weeks into Montreal. And
anything happening between now and then?
Oh yeah, the Corps are on a solid tour, one night stands all the way up. I'll be working.
Did they work their way up to Montreal?
Yeah.
Sort of in that direction?
I'll be doing some a telecast on Canadian television of the DCI Canada Regional in Hamilton.
You're just rolling in it these days, aren't you, Rondo? The man picks up a gig every time you turn around.
As long as I don't have to do predictions, I'll be all right.
Keep an eye on him. But what do these points mean? Now, Madison won, I believe, last night in Rockford, and they won tonight. Does that mean something? If you continue winning, what happens as you go into finals?
I think Phantom won it last night, but you build up the momentum. That's really it. There's no cumulative effect scoring-wise. It's just a feather in your cap, especially at these big regional competitions, to be able to take a title away. But
again, does it affect judging? Do the judges perhaps have something in the back of their minds that, well, these guys won the 10th anniversary, which is certainly a big one. Everybody was there. They came out with a good, healthy victory.
It doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt. And as you roll along, you try to build that momentum. Now, Madison certainly has a big shot in the momentum column now, the big Mo, as they say, and they could be rolling high on the way in here.
What about your corps? When are we going to come to one of these and see a rondo corps?
Well, the Squires that I used to work with back in my hometown of Watkins Glen was up in the top 25 echelon. In 1975, they took 13th. They missed by 0.6 of a point of being in the finals, which shows you what a 10th makes.
Would you have to disqualify your mouth in that case if they showed up in the 12?
Yeah, we'll see. The corps I'm working with in Florida is a very small corps. We've taken it and started all over again from scratch. It's the Florida wave, and we're trying to do it in the Class A. And it's a slow process. It's very tough to build a drum corps.
How long does it take?
It depends on your situation. If you have the financial wherewithal, which we don't at this point, we're trying to scrap, it takes a long while to put it together. But we're working at it, trying to build gradually. And the thing is not to try to jump too far, too quick. That's a common burnout thing, and it just will erode a corps faster than anything else.
After watching 12 corps, I'm kind of curious about some general reactions for the evening. Carmine?
Well, it's something I've never seen before. I thought it was great. From my point of view, the theatrics was great. The playing was great. I really got off on all the spinning things.
Were there things that surprised you, things that you didn't expect to see?
Yeah. There's even bits of modern jazz dancing and things that I mean, it seems like it's a little bit of everything, you know, all rolled into one. It's real interesting.
We expect to see you show up in the stands at a drum corps show one of these days?
Yeah, maybe I'll do like Ferguson did, or maybe have a play with the drum corps.
That'd be something.
That sounds great. For Steve Ronanero and Carmine Apice, we would like to thank you for being with us on Drum Corps International on the Public Broadcasting System.
The preceding program was made possible by a grant from the National Association of Music Merchants, with additional funding provided by the Friends of Channel 21, Incorporated.